Hello guys, so here it finally is, the camera sample video about the OnePlus 5. I have kind of mixed feelings about this. So we here at CMM have two devices. My colleague Florian got the official review sample when he visited the lounge in Berlin, Germany. And he's doing the full review and that stuff, and I myself purchased one as well because I already bought the OnePlus 3 and was quite amazed by it. So I just wanted to have a look at how the OnePlus 5 performs, and I'm in charge for doing performance videos and of course the camera testing video. As I said, I have mixed feelings about this phone. OnePlus did announce the camera to be amazing inside this phone, and according to them this also is the reason why they increased the price tag of this phone so heavily. Here in Germany this phone costs 549 or 559 euros, which is for the maximum spec you can get, so 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of memory. So the specs on the paper look great, also camera wise, but I'm really not impressed, and I would go as far and say that camera performance of the OnePlus 5 is actually worse than it was on the OnePlus 3. Now for front camera this doesn't really apply. I'm very much satisfied with it. As you can see, video quality is crisp and clear. Just one sad thing is that it doesn't have any electronic image stabilization there. But main camera really, well, it doesn't suck. Or it does for the price tag. If the phone would be as cheap as the OnePlus 3, camera wise this phone would be great. But it's missing this huge jump in quality and all those pros the dual camera is advertised to offer, but which it doesn't in reality. So for the asked price tag, in my opinion, OnePlus just didn't deliver. The main camera has several issues I dislike. First of all is overall picture quality. Pictures in general don't look as crisp and sharp and detailed as they did on the OnePlus 3. They always kinda lack details. You can especially see that when taking pictures of trees. On the OnePlus 3 you did really see single leaves and stuff, but if you zoom in on the pictures of the OnePlus 5, they just look kinda unsharp and less detailed. And they say dual camera, clearer photos. So obviously this is not the case. And they also seem to have some issues with their lenses they use on the OnePlus 5. Because on my unit, this does not affect all units, this is just on my unit, I have some kind of very slight fisheye effect, which becomes obvious when you take pictures of some straight lines. For example, a laptop on the table. This will then look kinda distorted a little bit. It's just very subtle, but it is noticeable and it just doesn't look too good in my opinion. What's also not as good as expected is low light performance. Yes, the OnePlus 5 does catch a lot of light and you can do really decent low light shots, but the camera has some issues with noise, and that especially applies when zooming, because the optical zoom camera module just doesn't perform as well in low light as the main camera sensor does. So that's a problem as well. And also it doesn't have the 2x optical zoom that basically is advertised. It's just 1.6 or 1.7 times optical zoom. I'm not entirely sure on that. But that means if you are clicking the zoom button, which triggers 2x optical zoom, you will notice a degradation in picture quality. They will look less detailed and a bit blurry. Not much, but you definitely notice that the quality gets worse. So you don't have this lossless optical zoom that you would expect and that you really get on an iPhone or on a Xiaomi Mi 6. And the Xiaomi Mi 6 is much cheaper. This is important to know. What I also dislike about the OnePlus 5 camera is that it doesn't have any optical image stabilization. OnePlus claimed that this was necessary or it can't be done based on the technology, but that's just bullshit. The iPhone 7 Plus has optical image stabilization. The Xiaomi Mi 6 has proper image stabilization, and even for 4K videos, and that's one very important thing because the OnePlus 5 doesn't support any image stabilization for 4K videos. So if you record 4K videos, they are very shaky because they are not stabilized at all. They say that maybe electronic image stabilization will be implemented in the future, but right now it's just not there, and that's very sad. Another issue I spotted is audio quality. OnePlus before the launch advertised the audio quality to be amazing. They published some video where a concert recording has been done and they compared it with the OnePlus 3, where allegedly the OnePlus 3 performs pretty bad and the OnePlus 5, well, amazing. And they really promise to get an insane audio experience when recording live concerts with the OnePlus 5 camera based on their triple microphone noise cancelling technology. And to be honest with you, I'm not very impressed by audio quality. I recently, for a review, tried to record an audio sample of a Bluetooth speaker, which is rather loud and offers a lot of basses. And it just did sound like crap. The microphone really couldn't handle the audio of that speaker, whereas the iPhone 7 Plus I usually use for recording videos does. With the iPhone 7 Plus, audio quality was great. With the OnePlus 5 it wasn't. So yeah, we have a very expensive flagship from OnePlus here, their most expensive phone ever. They claim that the camera and all that stuff, which allegedly got much better, does justify this price increase. I say that's bullshit. It doesn't justify it. And I for myself am thinking about returning the OnePlus 5 actually, because I am not satisfied at all. And if I would have to give a recommendation to anyone considering buying a OnePlus phone, I would tell him to go for the OnePlus 3T instead of the OnePlus 5. Skip the OnePlus 5 and wait for the next flagship. Maybe it will become better. So those are my 2 cents. And now let's switch to the back camera to show you some footage of this one. Okay, so now I am recording on the main camera in 4K resolution, which by the way is limited to 10 minutes of recording time. And as you can see, I'm indoors right now in the living room, so we have limited light. Picture quality is okay, but not as sharp as it could be or as I know it from some other phones. So as you can see, the detail issues the camera has is present in videos as well. What's good is that if I'm panning, the picture looks very smooth, so there's no stuttering or anything. But you see, it's kind of shaky because, as I said, there is no electronic or optical image stabilization. So if I'm walking, you can clearly see heavy shaking, and if I'm enabling 2x zoom, it just gets even worse. And if I try to focus on something out there, for example, the flowers there, you can see we have a lot of shaking with the zoom being enabled because of the missing stabilization. And as you can see, the quality when zooming just isn't as crisp as you would expect, which is due to the upscaling because it only has 1.6 or 1.7 times optical zoom. So if I zoom in even more, you can clearly notice that the quality is rather crappy. So let's go back to standard 1x zoom. So yeah, that basically is it. I don't have anything more to say about this. I hope this was now helpful for you to get an impression about the camera quality on the OnePlus 5. Of course, next there will be the usual slideshow showing you some sample pictures taken with the OnePlus 5, so you can judge for your own what you think about the picture quality. So thanks for watching this camera sample video and see you in the next one. Bye bye.